up in the top.
Yep. All right, and I think we are ready to go here. Both our players are ready for this loser semi-final match. This is to stay in the game. All right, best of luck to both of these players.
First to 11 plus 2, as we've had all day today.
Yeah, we're gonna see some crazy play here as usual. Like, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
Of course, Vince here is a well-known all-spin enjoyer here. We're gonna see some crazy all-spins from his side for sure. Already building up that back-to-back chain to start with. Setting it off for a nice 30 spike to start off this match.
Yes, a really good early spike in this tournament. However, as we saw yesterday and the matches earlier today, a 30 just isn't enough when you have players of this caliber.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, you can see just how well Shark's able to survive that attack and also send some garbage of his own over too.
And this time Vince is now higher up on the board, but needs to find that down stack, finds it nice and easily, and is able to start bringing that back down. Shark is starting to build that back-to-back, has to release it.
Ooh. Nice first win there for Shark to kick off this match.
Let's see how we're going to go.
Oh,
we have a TKI from Vince. Well, we know who I want to win now because I'm not biased. I just love a good TKI.
Absolutely.
And that's already starting to bring up that back-to-back. I love watching just how fascinating the solves are to get those all spins. It's an absolute pleasure to watch.
Yeah, especially from someone like Vince who has who's very well versed in all spins. And you can tell has been practicing it a lot.
43. Now, I love how we said 30's not quite enough, and Vince just went, hold my drink. Let's get a 43 out here.
I mean, sometimes even like the smaller spikes can still kill. It just kind of depends on the situation your opponent's in.
Yes,
if they're
all
not
about
ready
timing.
for it. Yeah, if they're not ready for it or they have a good down stack ready, you're kind of not going to get anything out of it.
And that was quick and decisive there, as Vince takes their second point.
All right. Going for the PC stats, looks like just opting to build it up with the 4-5 instead.
Yes.
Try and get some T-spins building.
Also feels like a slight misdrop there from Shark with that IPs, but you never tell because they fix it so quickly when you get to this level. And we get a quick 28 spike there, which brings Shark right up to the top.
Shark has been getting caught off guard a little bit at the top, it seems, but able to get back down there, able to send some stuff back to Vince.
Yes, Vince was looking dangerous briefly, but that 35 gets swallowed up by Shark, and Shark's able to downstack it pretty easily.
Yeah, Vince has a lot of clean garbage here, though. Just needs to try and downstack it like he's doing and set a nice spike out of it, too.
Nice and efficiently takes that third point. Now, a Shark really needs to break this momentum that Vince is building, or it could be problems.
Yeah, possibly. You really don't want to give Vince too much of an advantage here.
Absolutely not.
Once Vince gets into their strides, they can be quite a tough player to crack.
As you can see, a 27 right off from the bat there, and building up to produce even more, and to get another 26 to send straight afterwards. That is a lot of damage in a short space of time.
Yeah, and those combos are really lovely from Vince as well. He's able to find them, and it gives them, actually a little bit of multiplier damage too.
Shark really needing to find something here. Maybe it's just the power of the TKI. I don't know. Probably.
I mean, you'd hope so.
And already that back-to-back is being built up. Shark, though, has a really nice board state here, building a great 6-3, which is going to help with getting all of those spins to build up their own surge here.
I mean, it's quick, but that spike from Vince is massive.
But as we speak, a 40 spike from Vince. I wonder if Vince can beat my high score of seeing a 61.
Probably.
No, seeing, not creating. That must be clear.
Yeah, just Vince had just such a good well there.
Absolutely.
Just able to keep just stacking down and already building up that surge once again.
which always kind of builds that worry, because look at... Oh,
Ooh,
but the 33 from Shark.
Yeah, that wasn't the best place for Vince to build that T-spin triple. Just didn't really have any route to downstack there at all, unfortunately.
Oh, and we have
Didn't come in the right order.
matching openers here, it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
But,
us too, I believe.
Shark gets into it a little bit quicker. So damage goes over to Vince's side, which gets sent straight back over.
Look at these S spins as well. It's just amazing to see how he finds all of these. And into an immediate downstack too.
A 25 into a 10 that just pushes Shark up and out. And
there we go. TKI starts, I think, from both players.
Yeah, okay, I'm very happy now. Wait, who am I meant to support if they both do it? I support my happiness. And here we go. Already, so fast. Before we can even catch up with what's happening, Vince sends a 17 spike, which which Shark just can't handle. Ooh,
yeah, just too much, unfortunately.
Start there from Vince. I'm not sure if that was purposeful, but you never know with Vince.
Yeah, I feel like this thing with Vince's play, you never really know, and that was some lovely forecasting on the T-spins there from Vince, actually. Just really helped to bring about some extra damage there.
And Vince is running away with this game. Shark really needs to break this momentum and get some points back.
Yeah, this is quite a deficit now for Shark to catch up on. It's starting to look a little bit decisive, but I know things can change
with
super
these
quick.
Players. Yeah, you can never count any of these players out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
as you can see.
Hopefully the change of momentum that the Shark
You
wants.
nearly did it. It's kind of a joke between the casters where it's like, how long is it going to take until you make an error?
It's just someone accidentally says the name that's on Tetrio.
Yeah. Please change your name. Please. I think I'll take what Edge does and just ask.
I'm loving those floating spins from Shark.
That was... And also, I love just all of the floating pieces on Vince's side. You just honestly never know when there's been a misdrop or when there's just a setup for another kind of spin.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
some really nice
great.
donations on Shark's side. Really helping just to burst out a little extra bit of APM.
Yeah, absolutely. And did put Vince in a tough spot for a second, but sadly wasn't quite enough to get the top out.
No, unfortunately not. And now Vince is just building up that surge. Has a lot of time to do so, actually, because Shark's not sending too much yet. Not in too much trouble.
Is Shark
Might be now, though.
Preparing for the defense? Here we
Possibly.
go. 26, but Shark's able to take it.
That's the only thing with when your opponent's building up a surge. You don't really want to lay back too much. Because if you're just giving them more time to build up the surge, you kind of want to force them to break it. But
yeah,
it also depends on the scenario too.
And it depends just how much they've built up and how much you need to be able to defend against the attack.
Yeah, because if they see you're in a bad spot, you're just going to be getting that surge.
Yeah. And Shark really is turning the tides here.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I was worried.
Shark.
Oh, wow. That was purposeful, 100%, yep. Everyone believes me, right?
Sure. Oh, that's a kind of a rough shot with that OP.
No. You know how we were saying that we can't tell when Vince makes a misdrop?
I think that is the one
might have been a misdrop.
Yeah.
That's the only time I have ever been able to tell.
And that's one of the more brutal misdrops you'll see as well, because that pretty much just completely stops you from clearing any lines at all.
Yep, just cut off the side of the board. Like it's game over at that point.
It's like when you misdrop an eye at the top of the board or something.
Oh no, don't remind me of the pain. Oh, incredible down stack there, but a little bit broken with the two spikes. I was, I think, a 23 followed by a 19, so it wasn't quite together. But building up that back-to-back, sending a 27 Shark right up at the top of the board, but the damage has come in a really nice way, but it's not quite enough, and Vince is taking that power back.
Yeah, just so much pressure coming in from Vince all at once. There really wasn't much Shark was able to do in that situation. I think You know, even the best players would have struggled to get down from there, especially with all that cheese pending too.
And to be fair, Shark is one of the best of players.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So we could tell.
It's just crazy, like, despite all these people being top players, still we have such a huge range of skill here.
Absolutely.
Incredible
When you see there's like only a 10 difference in PR, and it's incredible what that means when you get to that level.
Yeah.
We are at match point for Vince here.
Yeah, 10-5. I gotta say though, like, Shaq still made a pretty good effort to come back from like what, like 9-2 or something.
Absolutely. So hopefully Shark can keep it going, as this would mean they're knocked out of the tournament. But I guess finishing 4th in the tournament as stacked as this is not exactly a bad thing.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, and that's still going to be good points for the qualifiers too. Like,
oh, that's going to be mega points.
I'm pretty sure that all of these players are likely going to qualify this month anyway, but yeah, it's still going to be mega points, and I think helps going into seeding on the next round.
Oh, absolutely. Any points is going to benefit them at this point, and the top 4 are going to get great points here. It is actually the top 64 who will have got points from this event because it's a platinum, so congratulations to all of our players who earned points.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in a 200 player bracket too. That's an incredible feat.
Absolutely. I think everyone
and what
did
a
absolutely
downside there from
fantastically.
Spike.
Oh, a 36, and Shark is just like, I got this.
Yes, not done much there. Shaq's still very much in this, and Shaq needs to be on the top of this game here.
Absolutely needs to make
TST tower.
TST tower. Sorry, just as you said it, I was like, hang on, a fractal into a TST tower.
Oh.
What?
He wasn't able to use the other TST, unfortunately, though.
No,
but
not quite, but it looked pretty.
Still keeping up pressure on Vince, but never mind. Vince just found an incredible down stack. Just such clean garbage on Vince's side.
And that is
really played into his favor there.
So congratulations to our 4th place attendee here at the EU Cannon, Shark.
Absolutely.
I almost did it myself.
Yeah, 4th place taking home 120 TWC points.
You're joking, that much?
Yeah, that many.
Oh, wow.
It goes up by 10. From 4th place, it goes up by 10. So 120, 130, 140, 150.
Wow.
So, honestly, any of these players here are in for a really good chunk of points here.